So now we're going to have a look at some of the circuit symbols. These are used when we want to draw a circuit so that we can show somebody what we want to build. We'll start with the most simple one, which is a wire or a lead. And you can see that this circuit symbol is a straight line. That means that we need a connection between 2 points. The next one we have is a cell. Now, you might remember I've said before that this is sometimes referred to a battery, but as a battery, but this is actually a cell. You can see that it's got 2 plates because that's how this internally looks. It's got 2 plates with a gap in between, which allow energy to work. And if you look at some of the other videos about basic cells, you'll find out more about that. A battery is made up of 2 or more cells. You can see here we have 2 of the same thing as this, but what we actually need to do is connect them up together in order to make a battery. You can see that the circuit symbol is very similar to that of the cell, but it's the same thing repeated twice. The circuit symbol also may have a dotted line in between, and that simply means that it's an unknown number of cells connected together as a battery. A lamp, also known as a bulb, has a circuit symbol of a circle with a cross in it, and that's to do with indicating that there's a filament inside, which is how the lamp lights up. The filament is where the electrical energy is changed into light and heat energy. So now what we're going to do is make a basic circuit, which you can then see the full diagram for. I'm going to start by attaching one cell using 2 wires to the lamp. You can see that it's a small amount of energy, and this is exactly why we would often use a battery instead. So here's this circuit diagram using circuit symbols for this circuit. This can then be changed to include a battery instead of a simple cell. And we can see that there's significantly more energy. The circuit diagram is very similar, but we've now changed the symbol for a cell to the symbol for a battery. We still have a simple circuit with a battery, wires, and a lamp here. What I'm going to introduce is a switch. Now, we've all used switches to turn on lamps and to switch on our lights, or even to turn on something at the socket. But what is a switch actually made of? A very basic one is simply 2 pieces of metal separated, which when you press it together, it connects the circuit, allowing the energy to transfer between the components. That is exactly what it looks like on the circuit symbol. So to see that in action, disconnect the lamp, connect one side to the switch, and connect the battery to the other side of the switch. When you close the switch by pressing the 2 pieces of metal together, the lamp lights. Now let's look at some alternatives to the lamp. If we have a look here, we have what's called a buzzer. If we connect this to the circuit and close the switch, we can hear a sound. This is transforming electrical energy into sound energy. We could also use a motor. When I close the switch, the motor will turn. Electrical energy is being changed into kinetic energy or movement energy. And finally, we have a bell.